Working on several aspects of your life can be really tough, especially on your own life. But this weekend, you can work on 6 areas of wellness at the first ever Fit, Fab, and Finance Wellness Expo. Joining me now to talk about it, we have Newport News City Councilwoman Tina Vick, the founder of Women's Empowerment Development Incorporated. So great to see you.
Great to see you, even though I watch you every morning, but it's so good to see you live.
Yes, and it's so good to talk about just something great that's happening in the community. Let's break down what this event is going to be about, the first ever.
Well, Fit, Fab, and Finance Wellness Expo came about, it's going to be Saturday, August the 5th. It came about because, you know, from the COVID pandemic and, you know, society, people are having difficult times. And I really wanted our organization to continue. We've always had the girls camp, but to continue to have an event to make people lift their spirits, rejuvenate their lives, and to be able to find the experts. And that morning, it's going to be in 2 parts. We'll be at King Lincoln Park on the beautiful water, exercising with Candace Alexander with her intense fire fitness. And we also have the fabulous 1-mile walk run. And we have vendors out there and everything. Then at 3 o'clock, we're going to transition. We'll have some other speakers, but then at 3 o'clock, we'll transition to Downing Groves Cultural Arts Center on Wickham Avenue, where we'll start out with spiritual wellness with our Dunamis Christian Center praise team and mass choir. And we have Tawana Golson. She's going to be talking about money.
Awesome.
Girl, what you going to do with your money? And we're going to have a Stand By Your Man panel discussion on men's mental health and what keeps them happy and successful.
I love that you're working the men into the women's empowerment, because, you know, a lot of our focus goes to everybody else a lot of times. So it's good to talk about that, but there's also so many focuses on women just taking care of themselves. And I want to ask you about your organization, Women's Empowerment Development. Tell us a bit about that, what exactly the organization does and how people can get involved.
Well, it really started 2013, before I was even formalized as women's empowerment, because as the councilwoman, I got so many calls from women who just could not manage their lives. You know, difficulty keeping a place to live and keeping their families. So I started this. We started with the girls camp because some of the issues that the women were having were really some foundational things that comes about when you're growing up. Decision making, getting your education, making sure that you understand about working and having a good work ethic, you know, staying out of crime. You know, so many people think that they can have second chance programs, but so many times if you get a blemish on your record like a crime, it's difficult. It affects your housing, your employment. So it's difficult for you to live. So we started just really doing the girls camp. And so we had that annually. But then last year, 2022, we were able to receive a governor's grant from Department of Housing and Community Development to help us do a study on crime and housing downtown Newport News.
So it sounds like you're creating this community, you know, getting the young ladies while they're young and then helping them to support each other as they get older. And it sounds like this is what this event is about.
Yeah, this is what this event is about. This is what the organization is about. We are all working as volunteers to be able to help produce better people, because I think that's so much what life is about, that communities have to help each other. And we're going through some trying times with housing prices high, rent is high, food, gas. People are needing some help and some relief, and that's what we'll be doing with our Fit, Fab, and Finance Wellness Expo, having the experts there and organizations to help people in need.
It's all about getting that help, and again, it is Saturday, August 5th. Give us the website for more information.
It's WEDINC.org.
Fantastic. Make sure you check this out. All about getting yourself together in so many different ways and supporting each other. It is so wonderful to see you, Councilwoman Vick. And we'll see you for the next event.
Yes, indeed.
All right. We'll be right back.